Hi everybody, it's Nikki here and welcome to today's video, which is my November update for Deck of Panning. Yes, this is a project pan created by Emily from Emily and Max channel. I will leave all the information you need in the description box below the video, so please do check that out before you leave. So I have my deck of cards and I have my products. We are only 1 month away from the final. And I have 2 rollouts. Yes, I do. Now, they're not finished products by any means. They were both usage goals. However, let me just explain. So the first one I brought in for Jack of Clubs, which was the prompt phone a friend. And I asked my husband, he's a friend. I didn't need to phone him. He was just downstairs when I asked him. I brought him up and asked him to pick any product from my collection and then tell me how many times he wanted me to use it. And he picked this Revlon ColorStay creamy eyeshadow in the shade Peacock, which is this beautiful blue colour. And he asked me to use it 34 times because he's 34 years old. So he thought that was a good number. And I have been trying to hit that goal. But something else happened first before I got to the 34 uses. So as of last month, I had used this 20 times and it weighed 46.67. I used it a further 2 times and this happened. Can you see? I hit pan. Now, yes, I probably could continue to the end of the year and try and get to 34 uses, but I've used this 22 times and I hit pan, and I'm more than happy with that goal, and I'm sure my husband is more than happy with that goal as well. I think I'm happy. I'm happy with what has happened because this was barely used when I brought it in. And in 22 uses, I have managed to hit pan. So I figure that is as good a goal as any. So it's not quite what he said, but I'm happy. I'm okay. So I'm going to be rolling this one out as goal met because I've hit pan. And that's generally the goal for most project pans. So as I say, last month it weighed 46.67 and it now weighs 46.64. When I first brought this in, which was, let me have a look. So I first brought this in June and it weighed 47.26 at that point. So we've lost just under a whole gram hitting pan. So I'm very happy with that. But I have another reason why I'm rolling this one out is because I have other cream eyeshadows that I really want to focus on for the end of the year to try and get them finished, and they are closer to being finished and rolling out like of my collection completely, whereas this one I've hit pan. There's not much else other than like widening that pan that I can do. But every time I use this in order to widen that pan and hit those 34 uses, I'm not using another cream eyeshadow that I could potentially finish and have out of my collection before my makeup inventory at the end of the year. So priorities. So that's another reason why I'm rolling it out. So that's one product. The next product I'm rolling out was only rolled in last month and the goal was to use it 5 times. This was brought in for the 5 of Spades, and at the time the prompt was astrology sign. So I brought in my Melt Cosmetics Bad Side Zodiac water palette because this covers Cancer, Scorpio and Pisces, and I thought that was awesome because I am a Scorpio and November is my birthday month. So I brought this in for 5 uses. I am wearing it on my eyes today. So with a few other eyeshadows from other places. I absolutely adore this palette. Like, it is me in a palette. Absolutely. Like, if I could design an 8 pan palette which was perfect, this would be extremely, extremely close. The only difference I would make is I would change the two like nudie brown shades into pink, because I do have a pink in my crease today. And I would prefer to put pinks with these shades rather than these neutral browns. But you know what? That's just a me thing. But I have managed to use this 5 times, so I am rolling it out of the project. So what is staying in for the final month? The first item is my lipstick. This is in the shade Whirl by MAC. And I have that much left of this. This is in for 20 uses. As of last month, I had used it 9 times, weighing 9.28 grams. I've used it further 2 times, and it's gone down to 9.20. I might have used it a couple more times after that. I think that I only mark down the when I first apply it. I'm not marking down when I reapply, so sometimes that could be the difference. I might have used it for 2 days but reapplied it a couple of times during the day. That's why. And then other times I'll just... Anyway. So yeah, this has now had 11 out of the 20 uses. I do kind of want to try and continue to hit those 20 uses before the finale. I've got 2 rollouts. I'm quite happy with that. I don't want to inundate myself with too many new products coming into this project, because we do only have 1 month left. So I am going to try and hit those last 9 uses within the next month to try and hit that goal. So that's going to continue. The next item, I think these were all brought in last month because I had quite a few rollouts. So I still have this product, which was in for the 2 of Spades, a liquid product. And there's liquid on a face mask, you know, because you always complain about it dribbling down your chin because they're too liquidy. So I still have Ursula's face mask to do. I meant to do it this week, but I didn't. So it's still here. You know me and face masks. Takes me an age to... Do you know when this is going to get used? Do you know when this is going to get used? And I'll be honest with you, and you're going to laugh. And you probably, if you know me well, you're going to know what I'm going to say. This is going to get used the day before or the day of me filming my finale. Yeah, that's when it's going to get used, because I'll be like, oh, I need to use this. So yeah, expect that to be used at the very last minute. The next item I brought in from last month was my Sol de Janeiro Brazilian Bum Bum Cream. I forgot to weigh this when I first brought it in, but it was full, and now it is not. So as you can see, I've used quite a bit of this. I use this when I get out of the bath or shower to moisturise my body, because I do have really dry skin, especially when I get out of the bath. So as I have a lot of body to cover, this little tub it doesn't last me long. But I've also been using it on my arms on an evening, just when I'm sat reading or whatever. I'll put a bit of this on as well. I really do like this one, but I'm more of a fan of the pink one. So I can't remember what that one's called, but I like the pink tub right over the yellow tub, which I know this one is everybody's favourite, but I prefer the pink scent. So yeah, this is staying in. And I don't have anything to compare it to, but it currently weighs 25.46 grams. So there is that. And then last but not least, this did hit goal last month, and it was in for the Queen of Clubs, in it for the long haul, and it was my L'Oreal blush palette. And I was trying to pan the shade Amber Love, and I had it in for 50 uses. I hit those 50 uses, and then when I pulled another black queen, this time the Queen of Spades, in it for the long haul again, I thought I'm going to bring this back so that you can continue on the journey with me to finally finish this blush. Well, I repressed it. I repressed it because there wasn't much left in the pan. And, oh, nearly dropped it. My heart, literally. Whew. So I did repress it. I don't have a picture of it before and after, but this is what we're currently looking about. Anybody else like really secretly excited that I'm going to finish a blush this year? I'm so excited. So this is the pink that you see in the in my eye look today. I have been using this every which way I possibly can. I've been using it as an eyeshadow. I've been using it as a blush. I haven't used it on my nails or anything like that because I'm not painting my nails at the moment I broke a couple of nails again and I hate it and I'm not very happy about it. But yeah, I am trying to multitask the heck out of this blush because I really want this finished by the finale. And then how amazing is that going to be that this blush looks like these. Little bit of usage, but not too much of a dip. And now look at it. And so it had already been used 50 times and it had been rolled out and it weighed 76.40 grams. I've used it a further 8 times and it now weighs 76.05. So I've lost 0.35 of a gram. I could have lost some of that from the repressing, but also I didn't repress it too hard, so it does have a bit of kick up at the moment, but I try and use as much of that kick up as possible. So if I am using it in my eyes and there's a bit of kick up powder in there, I leave it in until I'm applying it as my brush, and then I pick up the powder that was kicked up as the blush. So I'm trying to not waste too much of it. I genuinely want to finish this without wasting any of it. But yeah, I'm so happy. I think I'm going to finish a blush. And I'm now thinking I might use this as my Pan That palette next year. I've never done a Pan That face palette before. But I am seriously thinking of doing it next year and try and move this out of my collection next year. So yeah, that is all of my updates. So we do need to pull 2 cards to pick 2 new items. So I have the Joker there, so let's slide her into the middle there, and then we'll give her a shuffle. So I'm just going to pull 2 from the top. So let's have a look and see what we've got. So we have a red queen, the Queen of Diamonds. Look at that amazing picture. And the second card is the 4 of Clubs. And this one is the Golden Mountain Dragon Egg. Awesome. So I will look for the prompts for those 2. And then I will pick my items and come back. Okay, so in regards to the 4 of Clubs, the prompt is a double-ended or duo product. And the only thing that I can find really is a duo sort of blush and highlighter palette. And because I am so determined to finish this before the end of the year, I really, really do not want to be bringing in a blush and highlighter duo. Even if I say to myself, well, just use the highlighter bit. I don't want to. So what I'm going to do is I am going to pull another card. So look, there's only 1 month left. Nobody's going to tell me that I'm not allowed to do this. I think you are allowed 1 veto. I think Emily did say you are allowed 1 veto. I think she also said that if you do veto, then you need to pull 2 cards instead of 1. But we have 1 month left. So I'm just going to pull the 1 card. So I have shuffled again. I will cut the deck and we'll pick this card. So there's 7 of hearts and we have the desert dragon. Such a little cutie. So let's have a look at the 7 of hearts. Seven of hearts. There it is. So let's pull again. I'm not pulling another blush. I don't want to pull another blush. Point blank refused. No, I'm going to finish that blush if it is the last thing I goddamn do this year. So, we'll cut the deck again. Come on. Please don't be the Joker, because that would just be... Pray for me, guys. Okay, the 10 of spades, and we have the water dragon. Okay, please. Please, please, please. Okay, so the 10 of spades, subscription box. I don't think I have anything other than nail polishes from subscription box. Do you know what? Do you know what? I have 1 month left. I'm gonna... Let's pull another card. Cut him again. 10 of diamonds. The fire dragon. 10 of diamonds. Birthstone. Okay, we'll go with it. We'll go with it. Well, wasn't that hard? Okay, so for the Queen of Diamonds card, the prompt was easy peasy, lemon squeezy, and I'm making it extremely easy peasy on myself because I have a sample sheet. So this one is a Huda Beauty lipstick sampler thing in the shade Passionista, and I have just 1 of these left. 1. I have 1 left, and I keep saying to myself, I'll use it. I will use it. I will use it up. It only needs like 2 or 3 applications and it'll be done. And then I pick out another lipstick to wear. Like I could have worn it today, but I didn't. Because I am the way I am. So I'm bringing this in. It's an easy peasy lemon squeezy prompt. I can get it done in a month for sure. And then it'll be done before my makeup inventory. So I don't have to log that I have just 1 of these goddamn things left. So that's I'm bringing in for the Queen of Diamonds. And then eventually, after we picked 4 different cards, we picked the 4 of clubs, a duo product. I didn't want to bring in another blush and highlight palette because that was the only thing I have that fits the duo prompt. Then we brought in the 7 of hearts, which was a blush. Definitely vetoed that one. Then we brought in the 10 of spades, which was a subscription box, and the only thing I have left from subscription boxes is nail polishes because it's been such a long time since I had makeup subscription boxes. I don't have any of those products left, and I don't want to bring any nail polish in because, as I say, I'm not painting my nails at the moment because look at that nail. Look, it's really, can you see? It's really low. And dirty, apparently. I'm not going to dig that out because that hurts. So it's really low, really painful, so I'm not painting my nails at the moment. So, eventually, finally, we got the 10 of diamonds, which is a birth sign prompt. So I went for another one of these palettes. I'm going for the Earth palette. This covers Taurus, Virgo and Capricorn. So April to May, August to September and December to January. So yeah, we'll pull in this one. And I'm just going to be easy on myself because I do have a lot of other eyeshadows that I'm working on. So shall we say 2 looks, 2 separate uses, like 2 different looks with this palette. Yeah, I can do that. I could do that. So yeah, 2 different looks with this one. So that is it. That is my deck of panning update for this month. We got there in the end, guys. We got there in the end. I just really want to work on this, and I think you can understand that. As project panners, you know, we cheer each other on when we can see each other get so close to finishing a product. Like, we are great cheerleaders with each other. Like, we support each other, we cheer each other on, and we boost people up in this community. So I know that, yeah, okay, I shouldn't have vetoed 3 cards before I got to the final card that I chose a product for. But at the end of the day, it's nearly the end of the project pan. It was always going to be like picky because I've got 1 month to make any sort of headway on these products. So I almost decided not to bring any new products in and just work with what I had. But I thought, no, the fun of this is to pull the new cards. So hey, we got to pull quite a few today. So that is it. That is my update for Deck of Panning. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you did, please like, comment and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.